Welcome to the 54th Annual Fanshawe College Broadcast Awards, honoring students in the radio and journalism programs and their contributions to Fanshawe's Hotspot, DFRL, and Fanshawe's 106.9, The X. Tonight, Ontario's broadcasters, radio and journalism professors, and Fanshawe dignitaries pay tribute to the winners and finalists for scholarship awards. And now, the hosts of the 2024 Broadcast Awards. From the journalism class of 2020 and currently heard on CBC's Afternoon Drive, please welcome reporter-editor with CBC News London, Alessio Donini. And from the radio class of 2012 and currently the creative director for the Ontario East Hub of Chorus Entertainment, please welcome Courtney Hutter.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Fanshawe College's Broadcast Awards. It's with great pleasure that we stand before you tonight to celebrate outstanding excellence in radio.
We are both thrilled to be here. I know that through both the journalism and the radio programs, students go through a lot. So this is a really good opportunity to kind of recognize that. I know that I'm sure Courtney agrees for both of us while we were taking these programs. It felt like an uphill battle at times. So I think it's a good opportunity right now to appreciate what we've done, to kind of look back and look to the future as well. I know that there are some great future journalists and future content producers and future podcasters in this room. So yeah, I mean, we're just thrilled to be here, and we're thrilled to hand out some awards.
So we wanted to speak a little bit about our experiences at Fanshawe, and I'd like to start off by introducing myself. My name is Courtney Hutter, and I am a creative director at Chorus Entertainment. I was standing here 12 years ago, also not being that much taller than this podium, and I was filled with excitement and maybe a little nervousness that you're experiencing here tonight. Allow me to brag a little bit. I walked away with 2 awards that night, the Writer of the Year Award as well as the Barry P. Sarrazin Award. Oh. But I assure you that my start at Fanshawe was not all that grand. I received 2 write-ups in the first month at Fanshawe that I was there, and I won't get into why, but for those who haven't taken the program, or at least at that time, it was 3 strikes and you're out. And I had to carry those 2 write-ups until I graduated the program 2 years later. So forgive me, but I had to get my stuff together. Luckily, I figured it out. After graduating, I moved back home, continued working my job at PetSmart, became a manager because my parents' benefits were running out, and I spent my evenings applying for radio jobs. Not worried about location, and after over 3 dozen applications, 3 interviews, and countless rejections, I received a job offer at Chorus Ottawa while on vacation in Dominican. Needless to say, I was pretty happy that day, and I've carried that jubilancy all throughout my career. After 3 very cold years in Ottawa, we became a hub of 6 markets in Toronto, so I got to move back home and move on up eventually, because after 3 more years of getting more and more responsibilities, I was promoted to creative director in 2020. It's definitely a year of note, and definitely nothing else happened that year. It's been a ride. So the reason I share my story is because sometimes your career won't be as linear, and everyone's experience can be wildly different in this industry. It's a very tough industry to get into because you've been told this since day one. You've also been told you're not going to make a lot of money, and you're likely at some point to get let go. Payola will never be illegal in Canada, and the Titanic sank on April 14th, 1912. I just will never forget that date. But you're here. You've embarked on the journey that demands not only technical skill, but creativity, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. As you prepare to step in the industry, I urge you to carry with you the lessons that you've learned, the friendships that you've forged, and the pride that comes with being a Fanshawe alum. As someone who does hire, it's often the first place to look on resumes. I would bold it and mention it in your cover letter because it is a pretty special place. So radio has been top of mind lately, whether or not it is viable or a suitable career. And that can be a for someone who's about to graduate and make themselves a name for themselves in the world. In an age dominated by digital media and fleeting trends, radio remains a steadfast companion, a trusted source of information, entertainment, and connection. And you, the future of radio, are tasked with upholding and vitality at this time. No pressure. The road ahead will not always be easy. It's dynamic, competitive, and ever evolving. But let us embrace uncertainty not as a threat, but as a catalyst for progress. Uncertainty breeds creativity, and in times of turmoil, it can come with the greatest breakthroughs and innovations. So let us push past the boundaries of what we thought was possible and stand together, united and resolved to build a future that's more inclusive, equitable, and fulfilling for all. In your professional journey ahead, I encourage you to remain curious, to never stop learning, and embrace the power of collaboration. And always befriend the person in promo. They just have the best stuff. As you prepare to take your rightful place in the world of radio, I'm filled with a sense of hope and optimism, and I hope you are too. I know each and every one of you possesses the talent, the passion, and dedication to leave an indelible mark on this industry. The airways await, and I have no doubt that you'll conquer them with the unbridled enthusiasms of true broadcasting pioneers. Bless you.
I'm a journalist, so I'm going to keep it very brief because, one, that's how I was taught from the faculty and all the amazing people here at Fanshawe, but also because I didn't write anything, so I'll figure it out though. I want to speak to the student journalists in the room for a moment because I mean, as Courtney said, there's a lot of uncertainty in both radio, but also in the news industry. Things are constantly moving, and they're moving fast, and we have to adapt and overcome to a lot of things. And you're going to be asked to do more than sometimes you feel like you can do at the time. But, and this is an important but, with what you've learned here, and I always go back to this, and it's always a real part of my identity as a journalist and what keeps me going. With what you have learned here, you'll be well prepared to take on those tasks. They're ahead of the game. I remember when I was at Fanshawe learning how to be a future journalist, learning how to be a journalist. One of the things that came up a lot was you're going to need to know how to do everything. And if you're in first year or second year, it doesn't matter. You're already figuring out how to do everything, and I guarantee that. This is, as I said before, a great time to kind of celebrate and look back. But it's also a time to look forward and know that you are, whether you believe it in this moment or not, you're ready, and you're going to be able to do it, because sometimes it can be a lot. But with what you've learned here, and Fanshawe is an amazing school with lots of distinguished graduates who have gone on to do great things. You've got it. You've definitely got it, and it's going to be a lot easier than you realize once you hit the ground and you start going. Courtney.
We'd like to also add to Sam Perry. You weren't included on the note, but we were definitely wanted to send our apologies. It was just an oversight. So before we get to the formal awards of a portion of the night, we'd like to invite radio and media production coordinator and professor Ave Kaledjian to the stage for the Indigenous land acknowledgement.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. As we gather to celebrate you and your successes this evening, I want to take a moment of your time to acknowledge that we are gathering on the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lunapawak, and Adawandran peoples who have been caretakers of the land and waterways where Brookside Banquet Hall is located. It is through the stewardship of this land and the waterways that we are able to gather here today. It's important for us to note that this land is unceded and unsurrendered. It was never fought for, it was never bought, it was never sold, it was never traded. Essentially, settlers on this land claimed it as their own. Imagine being in your home, your neighbor coming over, taking your house and your belongings for themselves. That is what happened to this land. It's also what happened to many of the First Nation, Métis, and Inuit peoples of this land, and it's important for us to never lose sight of that. I'm an immigrant and a settler, and I want to recognize that this land acknowledgement is only a first step towards truth and reconciliation. It is more than a performative action. I like to attach a call to action to the land acknowledgements. So I ask that you not only reflect about the land that you're on today and what it means to you, but what active steps are you going to take as individuals towards decolonizing our practices? I'm going to suggest respectfully that if you have not actively read the Truth and Reconciliation Report or the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women's Report, a great place to start is by going through the 94 recommended calls to action. Pick one that identifies with you and see what you can do to make that a reality. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Abe. Let's get started. So our first award of the night is the Broadcaster of the Year Award from the London Consumers Association of Canada. Nominees submitted their best radio story used on the X or a video story that was produced for a website article. Presenting is one of my favorite people ever, former TV news director, news producer, writer, and editor, and the production manager for shows including CBC's The Week the Woman Went and Discovery Channel's Highway Through Hell. She is a journalism professor here, of course, and coordinator of Fanshawe's TV and digital news program, Lisa Green.
And before we get to this, sorry, I forgot to mention that if and when you do receive an award, come up on this side of the stage, take your award, say your little speech, and afterwards there will be a photo opportunity in front of that screen. Thank you.
Yeah, don't do what I did. Don't join them on that side. That was, I am first, so I'm allowed to, not be perfect. You guys look awesome tonight. Clean up really well. It's so nice to see so many of you here. You have a lot to celebrate. Those of you who are graduating.
Serious crime occurring, and the rate and frequency of those crimes are happening. Unprecedented shootings.
Anyway, as I was saying, you have a lot to be proud of. Those of you who are graduating, congratulations. Those of you who are going into second year, we've got a great second year coming up for all of you, and I'm very excited about what all of you are going to end up doing, both after you leave Fanshawe and next year, all of you, radio and journalism. So I am presenting the London Consumers Association of Canada's Reporter of the Year Award. Presenter Lisa Green, that would be me, awarded to a graduating student in broadcast journalism demonstrating excellence in reporting. And the finalists are Aidan Dewar, Bianca Harris, and Mauricio Prado. The recipient of the London Consumers Association of Canada Broadcast Reporter of the Year Award is Mauricio Prado.
Thank you. I wanted to start saying thank you to God, my parents, and my best friend Manjot, Bianca, and Nathan, who have always been there. And if without them, I would have felt alone here in Canada. But thanks to them, I have a good emotional health, but kind of. Thank you.
Please welcome Abe Collegian back to the stage to present the Chauncey Jackson Award of Merit. Abe is a graduate. Abe is a graduate of Fanshawe College radio program. He knows the importance of students doing extras to improve and stand out.
Settle down. Settle down. So, many of you don't know Chauncey Jackson, or probably never heard of Chauncey Jackson. Chauncey was truly a rare, clever, original, sweet soul who passed away in 2020 at the very young age of 39, leaving behind a son who's now 12. One of her friends and graduate of the program, Andrea Driscoll, said this about Chauncey. We first met in the halls of Radio Fanshawe over 20 years ago, comparing notes on music history, April 14th, 1912, flirting with newsies, and trying to decipher the latest Abe assignment. This was just the beginning of a lifelong friendship. Chauncey marched to the beat of her own King Carden bagpipes. Apparently she played the bagpipes. I did not know that at the time. The funniest, quirky, caring, generous, strong, supportive friend. That's who Chauncey was. You always knew exactly what Chauncey was thinking, and she was usually right. The kind of person who is genuinely there for you as a friend, family, community. She was totally selfless in ways big and small. She rescued so many dogs, cats, bunnies, and birds, to name a few. She built a chicken coop in her yard and gave eggs to her neighbors. She raised a pot-bellied pig and let it run free at the park, laughing while people tried to figure out what kind of dog it was. She attended concerts and events she had no interest in going to just because it meant something to her friends. She shared over a decade with her amazing husband who suffered from MS, raised a beautiful son, and loved her family and friends fully and unconditionally. Chauncey's time here was much too short, but her genuine kindness, radiant laughter, and ever-giving spirit lives on. I remember Chauncey quite well from class. She was part of my very first graduating class when I became a full-time professor at Fanshawe. She had a very unique sense of fashion. She had these cat eye glasses, and surprisingly was able to hold her own during our many repartees. It is my pleasure and my absolute privilege to present this award this evening. And it goes to a first-year radio broadcasting student having the best conduct and who has demonstrated an ability to go beyond the program requirements and course requirements while maintaining a high standard of workmanship. All first-year radio students were eligible for this award. As such, finalists have been identified. The recipient of the Chauncey Jackson Award of Merit is Andrew Saley.
Well, physics, huh? No, I just want to say thank you to everyone, and honestly, I think I owe it all to my classmates because they really, really pushed me towards it, and I just want to say it feels good, you know, just to have amazing classmates like all of you guys. You know, you make me want to come to class every day. You make me want to actually try for you guys, so hey, love you too, Andre. And I owe it to my mom and my sister for being here, so thank you very much, everyone.
Now, the award for the most promising newscaster. Of course, she was the news director of CTV London and my boss for a brief time before coming to Fanshawe. She's the sponsor of this award. Welcome back, Lisa Green.
I'm not going to take up as much time as Abe did, but I just want to say that I sponsor this award sort of in the name of my dad, who I grew up watching television news with and learning about the world and history and context and perspective. And I was very lucky to grow up in the home that I grew up in. And I know not all of you have had the same experience, and I really respect you coming anyway to the journalism program. And anyway, there you go. I was meant to be a journalist. So this is the Journalism Broadcast Most Promising Newscaster Award. It's awarded to the first-year journalism student judged as demonstrating the best newscasting abilities. The finalists are Dan McCracken, Jack Sutton, and Briar Wilson. And the award goes to Briar Wilson.
Right now in London, it's -9. Now,
oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say. I just want to say thank you to my classmates. This is a family I'm really proud to be a part of. I want to thank my parents for supporting me, encouraging me to go after what I wanted. Thank you to my teachers for believing in me, and the sponsor, Lisa. And you all look lovely. Thank you so much.
The next award is the Peter Garland Defeat Duchenne Canada Community Involvement Award. The award honors the legacy and the organization originally known as Jesse's Journey. The foundation has raised over $16 million in research projects around the world. Peter Garland sponsors this award. He was a longtime morning show host in London and gave his time to many community causes, including this one. Presenting this award is a longtime personality at 980 CFPL and former program director. He's a graduate of the Fanshawe radio broadcasting program and a longtime professor and coordinator of the pre-media program. Welcome to the stage, Brian Nuttall.
You look great, by the way. You look amazing. You look great. It is my pleasure to present this award. It's presented to a graduating radio broadcasting student who has achieved a minimum cumulative GPA of 3.0. So I'm glad I scored an A on that one there. And has demonstrated an outstanding commitment to volunteering and community service. As all second-year radio students were eligible to apply for this award, there are no finalists. And the recipient of this award is Gid Ray Bruzo.
Good evening. First of all, I'd like to thank the sponsor of this award. My desire about radio started in 2017 when I got involved with a nonprofit radio station back in the Philippines and another organization that does humanitarian work in many parts of the world. I've been to several countries, seen the need that many have not seen or have not heard of, and that was a turning point for me. Knowing that I can speak, I knew I needed to do more to communicate better. That started my journey in looking for ways to be a better communicator. Fast forward in 2021, I learned about Fanshawe. 2022, I'm here in Canada. What I brought was potential, and that potential was honed effectively by our professors in one way or another. And I'm grateful for that, for their work and their calling. I had my expectations, and those expectations were met. To sum it up, I came to study radio, but I got so much more. Thank you.
Next up is the award for the most promising current affairs producer of the year. That's sponsored by Rogers 680 News Radio in Toronto. The presenter is a former Rogers Radio News director, newscaster, and reporter at 570 News in Kitchener. Her news team won many awards under her leadership, including a national Edward R. Murrow for Best Radio Newscast. You can find it on her LinkedIn. She's also the coordinator of the journalism program here, Gina Lawrence.
So nice to see you all here tonight and that so many can make it. I have the exciting honor of teaching students in their audio storytelling, and to have that spark of an idea and then building on it and thinking about who could we talk to, and then all of the production elements that you put into it are just so special. And I'm so proud of all of you for how far you've come with your storytelling and the skills that are going to take you so many places. So the Rogers 680 News Radio Most Promising Current Affairs Producer is awarded to a first-year journalism student judged as demonstrating the most promise in storytelling and production skills as a current affairs audio producer. And our finalists are Ainsley Krinslocker, Dan McCracken, and Jack Sutton. Gosh, how do these envelopes work? Here we are. Okay. And the recipient of the Rogers 680 News Radio Most Promising Current Affairs Producer of the Year Award is Ainsley Krinslocker.
Over time, we have witnessed the rates of people on the streets grow. Over generations, we have experienced the deep pain of mental health.
Hi. I'm really nervous, but I just want to say thank you to my teachers and to my friends, and I thank God for putting this dream in my heart, and thank my family, and especially my mom for being my biggest supporter. So thank you guys.
Now for the award for Marketing Performer of the Year. It's courtesy of London Consumers Association of Canada. Our presenter is a marketing expert with 3+ decades in both national and local media, advertising, and sports sponsorship. Now he's the marketing and sales advisor for the 106.9 The X and the dedicated professor in the radio and media production program. Please welcome to the stage John McIntosh.
I promised Abe that I'd keep things brief tonight. Exactly. He's got a big hook, okay, so I better be brief. So, sales. Wow, sales and advertising marketing. Oh, here I'm starting already. Never mind, I'll just stick to the speech. So, the award tonight from the London Consumers Association of Canada being presented to the Marketing Performer of the Year. The award is presented to an outstanding radio student in the area in the study of sales, advertising, and marketing. The applicant must show consistent quality in radio sales and meeting with clients on a direct basis, securing accounts, servicing accounts, making sure their ad copy is all up to date, lots of follow-up, yada, yada. So the nominees tonight. This is going to be a challenge. I think I'm the most packaging challenged person around. I should have brought a letter opener. Nominees, Alex McLean. Karan Sharma. And John Thomas. And the London Consumers Association Marketing Performer of the Year award goes to Alex McLean.
What can I say except, wow. When I first started the radio broadcasting program here at Fanshawe College, I did not expect to see myself up on stage for an award, let alone an award for sales and marketing. I stumbled into that first class thinking, why would I ever need this? I'm here for radio. And now I just want to say thank you to everyone who has ever helped me take another step along this path to find not only what I want to do, but who I want to be, to all of the students who helped me with last-minute assignments, to my parents for constantly supporting me through this, to my grandparents for being there for me, to my professors who taught me and believed in me and gave me the chance to be here today. Thank you all.
Now, the Newscaster of the Year Award. Bayshore Broadcasting is a longtime sponsor of this award. They operate 9 radio stations in Grey, Bruce, Simcoe, Dufferin, and Huron counties, as well as the district of Muskoka. And they've given many Fanshawe grads, even in my graduating class in 2020, their career start. Here to present is a graduate of the Fanshawe Journalism Program, a skilled voiceover artist and speaking coach, and former morning show radio personality and newscaster, Mindy Williamson. Oh, Mindy may not be here. Hold your horses. It's Lisa again.
Yeah, you have to settle for me. I'm sorry. Okay, so hello again. Bayshore Broadcasting Corporation Newscaster of the Year. It's awarded to the second-year broadcast journalism student judged as demonstrating the best newscasting abilities. The finalists are Justin Kohler, Mia Rose Wayne, and Manjit Singh. The recipient of the Bayshore Broadcasting Corporation Newscaster of the Year Award is Justin Kohler.
Our top story.
Okay. Man, the nerves really kicked in about like 2 minutes ago, and now the heart's really racing. Right off the bat, I want to thank the sponsor for this award. I really appreciate it. So incredibly thankful for it. Newscasting was one of those things that I came in thinking, oh, this is going to be lame. I don't know how much I'm going to like this at all. And very incredibly quickly became one of my favorite parts of the entire program, and it was tough to get me off air. So yeah, I'd love to thank my parents who are here this evening, which is lovely. And my amazing girlfriend, who's here as well today, which is lovely. And yeah, so thank you so much. I'm so incredibly appreciative.
The next 2 awards are sponsored by Bell Media. The first one goes to the Radio Producer of the Year for demonstrating and mastering a variety of production skills. Here to present is a longtime reporter with CTV London, covering everything from murder trials to summer festivals. He's a graduate of Fanshawe College's journalism program and an active award-winning community volunteer. Most recently, he was honored with a Regional Lifetime Achievement Award from the Radio Television Digital News Association. Please welcome to the stage Nick Paparella.
All right, they're doing a great job up here. How about a big round of applause for Courtney and Alessio? Come on, let's hear it for them. I'm thrilled to be here on behalf of Bell Media, my bosses at CTV. It wasn't that long ago that your former teacher and professor here, Jim Van Horn, and I were here 45 years ago, And let me tell you, folks, it goes by in about 38 seconds. So enjoy the night, enjoy the time that you spend in this business. It's been a wonderful ride for me, 45 years, and I've loved every minute of it. But guys, for the students, how about now, and Abe, I'm going to leave somebody out, but how about a big round of applause for your professors here in radio? I know Abe, Brian, and John. A big round of applause for them. And if I've left somebody out, I apologize, because they are teaching you so much, guys. And of course, in broadcast journalism, let's hear it for Jim Van Horn, Gina, and Lisa. A big round of applause. And my longtime teacher and friend, a big, big round of applause for Bob Collins. A big round of applause for Bobby. Love you, bud. Okay, and one more. How about to all the award winners tonight? A big round of applause for them. Let's hear it. But let me tell you, I was here 45 years ago, and I wasn't nominated for anything and didn't win anything. So don't let it define you. If you walk home with something tonight, that's great. If you don't be discouraged, guys. This is a wonderful business, regardless of what you hear and cutbacks and this. And it's great being a broadcaster. It's great to just show up with energy, guys. And if you win tonight, congratulations. If you don't let it define you. Just keep your head down and keep plugging away and running hard, guys. So, and I wish, and I know Jim maybe is in the same, if we could turn the clock, Jimmy, we would be, we'd be out there, and it's a great, great ride. So enjoy it. Okay, I'm here to, now John, Abe, you thought John was gonna take up too much time. Sorry, I'll wrap up in a hurry here. Okay, Radio Producer of the Year, sponsored by Bell Media, presented to a second-year radio broadcasting student taking or has taken production as a station operations course. The recipient of this award has demonstrated a strong ability and understanding in the use of sound to set scenes and paint images in the listener's mind while following proper production techniques in assembling their audio. Judged by a panel of creative services directors, the competition this year was very, very tight. 0.06 marks separated first and second place, and less than 1 point separated the rest. So honorable mention goes out to Finch Neves and Elijah Stevenson. So the finalists, a big round of applause for them. Here are your finalists. Eli Bailey. Let's hear it for Eli. Brian Reyes Murray. Big round of applause for Brian. And Donovan Russell. A big round of applause for Donovan. And your Bell Media Radio Producer of the Year. A big round of applause for Donovan Russell.
Okay, this is definitely something very unexpected for me. I first want to thank the sponsor. Thank you, Bell Media. Abe, I ran Abe through hell. When I first came into radio, I think everybody first came in here just to be an announcer. You thought that, oh, I just want to be on air, but I found love in playing around with the sounds and cutting it up, piecing it together, making commercials, and now I am receiving the Radio Producer of the Year award. My friends and fellow colleagues, I have worked really hard for you guys and have not, I have a loss for words. Thank you to my parents. You guys are watching. I did it. Thank you to my lovely girlfriend, Kira. I really appreciate you for supporting me, even though I do not and probably will not still support myself. So it's good to have a strong backbone like you. I really appreciate you. And yes, thank you so much. No, you didn't thank me, Justin. I'm not thanking you.
So continuing with our Bell Media sponsored awards, get back up here, Nick. He's going to present the honor of News Writer of the Year.
All right, the Bell Media News Writer of the Year, awarded to the second-year broadcast journalism student, judged as demonstrating the best news writing abilities. And your finalists are Justin Kohler. A big round of applause for Justin. Mia Rosa Wayne. A big round of applause for Mia. And Manjot Singh. A big round of applause for Manjot. And the Bell Media News Writer of the Year is Manjot Singh. A big round of applause for him.
So this is my first time on stage. I don't know whether stage is shaking or these are my legs. But I like to thank everyone, starting from my professor, Jim Van Horn, Lisa, Gina, and Gina once again. And then I would like to especially thank my best friend, Mauricio. He was always there for me, even though I needed help at 12 a.m. I used to just text him, and he was like, oh, I am awake for you every time. So Mauricio, this one is for you, brother. And then I would also like to thank Bell Media for sponsoring this award. And all I can say is I don't know what I'm going to do next in this industry, but for sure it's going to be a fun ride, and I'm excited to see where I go from here.
Now a radio broadcasting award from the Friends at Fanshawe. This one goes out to the Promotion Student of the Year for their work building promotions and advertising campaigns for local nonprofit organizations. Now keep in mind of this one, I told you, be best friends with the promotion person. Former marketing and sales advisor Christopher Rowe sponsors this award. Presenting on his behalf, John McIntosh.
Well, hello again. Hey, I'm loving the enthusiasm in the room tonight. Just a lot of energy. Way to go, guys. And it's been mentioned a few times, you just clean up like a shiny new dime. Awesome. So happy to present on behalf of Christopher Rowe. Some of you in the room know Christopher Rowe. I replaced Christopher. He was with the program for 8 years or so, a terrific guy, still works with the college, and just a big round of applause for Chris tonight for sponsoring this award. Exceptional. And as Courtney has indicated, yeah, the promotions department's really where all the fun is, right? It's the toy store of the radio station quite often. So often the students are left having to pull something together, just like in real commercial radio. The 11th hour, we've got to get those concert tickets given away or that promotion executed on air for social media. Our promo team who are here tonight kind of enjoying things like the rest of you, you might not be aware, but they're actually posting to social media as we've been running things along here tonight. So kudos to Alex and Ray for doing that. Thank you very much. And Fanshawe gave them the keys to the corporate accounts tonight, so they're actually putting out on Fanshawe's social media platforms. So kudos to you guys. So, the award tonight is awarded to the second-year radio broadcasting student who has excelled, obviously, in promotions, in the promotional area of study, and has demonstrated the ability to both conceive and execute successful radio sales promotions and contests, brand building, and pitch and execute advertising campaigns to a community not-for-profit organization as well. So they've been very, very busy this semester. And I got to tell you, it's been an amazing team to work with. They're really a tight-knit group, really work well together as a team. And I got to tell you, the selection committee that we're pulling these together really had some tough choices to make. So the nominees for the Promotion Student of the Year Award, Ray Carney Reynolds. Alex McLean. And Karan Sharma. And the award goes to Ray Carney Reynolds.
Oh no. First of all, thank you to my mother who is filming me right now, and I don't like that. Not really the face, that's more Alex's job, which big thank you to Alex for supporting me throughout the entire year. And thank you to all my classmates because I would not be here without you. I'm gonna get off stage now because I'm gonna cry. Thank you.
The London Consumers Association is sponsoring a new storytelling honor now. This Inclusive Journalism Award coincides with the introduction last fall of the program's new required course called Inclusive Journalism. Presenting the award is Program Coordinator Gina Lawrence.
Right. Yeah, this course that was introduced last fall and is part of the step towards truth and reconciliation. It's also part of recognizing that all of us, whether you're a journalist or not, as objective as you try to be, we all have some biases, and it's important to represent all voices in our storytelling and look for opportunities to raise some voices that you may not be thinking of otherwise. So it's my pleasure to be able to present the London Consumers Association of Canada Inclusive Journalism Award. It goes to a journalism student in either first or second year who best demonstrates inclusive and diverse representation in storytelling. And our finalists are Konstantinos Strosos, Manjot Singh, and Briar Wilson. And the recipient of the London Consumers Association of Canada Inclusive Journalism Award is Manjot Singh.
It affects me actually because
I will once again say thanks to Jim Van Horn, Lisa Green, all professors available in the radio broadcast. And the story that I produced was pretty close to me because I was covering the vigil of the London Muslim family, and I saw people like how their lives are being affected by that incident and how they were still getting affected. So that was sort of my idea. And then, you know, the tensions between India and Canada rised, and I was sort of feeling at the same position where I didn't know whether I'll be able to go back to my country or what will be my future. So that was the idea, and that story will be pretty close to my heart going ahead with my life because I talked to people, I heard their stories. I was emotional at that time, but then at the same time, there was a motivation that I want these people's voice to be heard. So I would love to thank the people who gave me a chance to talk to them, who shared their stories with me. And at the end, I would also like to thank all of my classmates who were there always to help me in these 2 years. I know it's not easy as an international student to join a program like this, but then everybody was available from Justin, everybody in my classmates. So I'd like to thank you all for always being there with me.
Now, the Bob Collins Most Promising On-Air Award of the Most Promising On-Air Personality of the Year Award. Bob is a generous sponsor of various awards this evening. He's a former coordinator of the radio and broadcast journalism programs. The hands-on approach in broadcast education was largely his creation. Bob's contributions to Fanshawe and the students have stretched across more than 4 decades. He was inducted into the program's Broadcast Wall of Fame in 2013. Please welcome Bob Collins to the stage.
Mr. McIntosh, I think you left your iPhone on. Who wants to have some fun? Okay. Well, Nick kind of spoke to, he said 45 years, and it has been back in the 80s. We introduced 8 o'clock classes. And the way I could tell who was listening is who had their eyes open. And 2 gentlemen here, Nick Paparella, Jim Van Horn, were there with their eyes open and listening, and it paid off to this day. And it's great to have you back, and how time flies when you're having fun. And thank you to everyone here. It's on behalf of Edie and I, we spent a lot of time listening to radio and watching television news. And Alicio, never had a chance to meet you, but enjoy your CBC work.
It's been great.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, excellent.
Continue to.
And to hear the progress that's made on a daily basis on XFM with the newscasters, the on-air presenters, the commercials, the marketing, it just blows me away to every day you hear an increase in the talent and the skill level, and leading up to the past couple of weeks with graduation, that sort of thing. So heartfelt thanks to all of you for providing a service to London as broadcasters and journalists, and really what a unique opportunity in this country. And so glad to hear that we're streaming around the world, and people get to hear your fine work. And just from a guy who's working in the garage on my honey-do list, I really appreciate what you do on a daily basis, and so proud of hearing the talent develop. And thank you to all. So we're just one award away, I think, from Intermission. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So tell the bartender to stand by. This is awarded to 2 first-year radio broadcasting students who have demonstrated professional promise in on-air presentations. Students were asked to submit 3 of their best breaks as presented on CFRL or the X, and were then judged by a panel of large, medium, and small market program directors. The finalists are Sylvana Coru, Sierra LeBlanc, Bay Story, and Andrew Saley. The recipient of the Most Promising On-Air Personality of the Year Award is Sylvana Coru and Andrew Saley. And Andrew.
I just want to say thank you. Abe's words in class were just apply. He said, like, you never know. And that reminded me of my mom's, because I knew she'd be disappointed if I didn't. So thank you very much for the push. I was not expecting it. I didn't know we had to do speeches. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, I honestly wasn't really expecting 2 awards, but I mean, it is what it is, right? No, I honestly want to say thank you to the teachers. They were very insightful when giving feedback on our, when we do our bits on air and all that. And I have to really thank Lee for telling me constantly, emotionally connect to that bit, right? So overall, I just want to say thank you guys again. You guys have been awesome, so thank you.
While they do their thing, I will proceed. Now it is time for the Bob Collins Most Promising Journalist Award. Bob's commitment to help the next generation of journalists is evident, of course, with his creation of this special tuition-related award. It's significant. It's going to allow a first-year student to focus their energy on developing their journalism skills in that all-important second year of the program. The winner is going to have $6,000 applied directly to next year's tuition. Sponsor and presenter, Bob Collins.
You kind of stole my thunder there, but it's fine. So the finalists are Roger Faras, Jack Sutton, and Briar Wilson. Sorry. The recipient of the Most Promising Journalist of the Year award is Jack Sutton.
Thank you very much. Wow, I'm gobsmacked right now, to be honest. First and foremost, I want to thank my fiancé, Luca. Hai fatto davvero tanto per aiutarmi. Ti amo, amore, grazie. And I would like to thank our teachers, Gina, Lisa, Jim, Mindy, and Mike for everything. I thought I knew a lot before coming into this program, but I was humbled very quickly. So, yeah, we've all come a long way. Thank you to everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you to all our sponsors, and congratulations to our awards winners and finalists. Give yourselves a round of applause. There are more awards to come, but first an intermission break. We'll get back to the awards program in 15 minutes. The bar is now open, and we'll close in 15 minutes, and then reopen again at the end of the ceremony. Thank you.
but you will need that too, I guess. That's the thing people do. All right. Well, welcome back to the 54th Annual Fanshawe College Broadcast Awards, honoring students in the Broadcasting, Radio, and Media Production Program and the Journalism Broadcast Program. Before we present more awards, we do want to take a few moments to recognize a longtime Fanshawe College journalism professor and former coordinator of the journalism and TV news programs. We're very, very happy. I'm the happiest that Jim Van Horn could join us right after the London Knights game on 980 CFPL. We were worried that this would be the first Broadcast Awards banquet that he had to miss. It is his last year of teaching at Fanshawe College, but his commitment to students never takes a rest. Jim retired in 2022, but the journalism and TV news students received 2 bonus years of this man's masterful storytelling skills and encouragement. Of course, his award-winning teaching legacy is felt around the world through hundreds of journalism graduates, and he keeps in touch with many of them. Jim, can you come to the stage?
Wow, okay, this, oh, bless your heart, every one of you. What do I say? This is actually the best shape ever, right? Isn't that just, you know it's just going to be fantastic. So that is a great gift. Thank you so much. This is not an envelope or anything, am I? This is on me.
It's all you.
Okay. What can I say about Fanshawe College and all of our colleagues, but mostly about every one of you who looked so fantastic tonight? I stole a brick this week. That's not my story. But I thought, okay, so I'm driving on York Street, and the Blackburn family built a 369 York Street. Brian's got a smile, like exactly right. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, exactly. What a history we have in this business, radio, now multimedia, journalism. The Blackburn family kept watch over this community. I don't know, it would go back to what, the 1860s or something? Oh, no, I knew you weren't there. I'm not saying you were there. But the spirit that family had is exactly what you all have. Yeah, it's a long time ago, but you are today's Blackburn family. You'll carry on with us. With all of the talent you have, the ethics, you're going to create a world that we're going to be so proud of. It doesn't matter that this is 2024. It could be 1860, whenever the Blackburns took over. So they're tearing down a building. The Blackburn legacy is sitting there, and I had to have a brick. And it made me think of you all, just because you're going to carry on like Josiah Blackburn, all the Blackburn family, to Walter, to Martha, and you're going to take this, you're going to find a solution to a climate change, you're going to monitor goings on in our society, you're going to inform people, you're going to entertain people. Whatever technology does to it, you'll do it. You'll adapt. And so this night, I'm a little uncomfortable because this night is about you. It's not about me, but it is about you in this way, that what the spirit that the Blackburn family built in all of us, I remember working side by side with Bob at the Blackburn, Brian and Nick for many years in the Blackburn family. They built a TV station, a radio station. Can you imagine? A TV station, radio station, newspaper, all owned by the same family. The newspaper at one time had 104% penetration in the London market. 104% of people, because they had a morning edition and an afternoon edition, and many people subscribed to both. This is what we all do. We come together, we create spaces for the community to discuss events, to be entertained, to be informed, and this is what you're going to carry on. So me stealing a brick is meaningless, but I felt so, I'm driving by and I felt such an urge to go steal a brick. Because of the commitment, because of all the mentors that I had at Blackburn, including Bob and Fanshawe here, but you have the spirit of the Blackburn family in this night tonight. Can't you just feel it? The applause, the people, the amazing people, the gratitude, the spirit that you all have. Keep it going. You know, I remember on our 25th anniversary, we hosted a special show. I believe, and this is, Brian, I think we thought for a time, and I think you found out the first song that we played on the X. We thought for a lot of years it was Hotel California by the Eagles. And in the lyrics, it says you can check out any time you want, but you can never leave. And it's a perfect Fanshawe Blackburn family lesson, because what the spirit that you have here will never leave you. Stay connected with each other. Stay connected with us. I think it's incredible that, on this night in 1980, Nick and I, there's a picture, I still have this picture of you and I at this night in 1980, and Bob, you were there too. And later on, we're going to hear about, look at the awards, the connection that Bob still has, the spirit, Carolyn Cameron has stayed connected. The Dana Lewis Award is coming up. That's a long time ago, and he wants to stay connected. You have a family behind you as you head out, wherever it may be. And the future you're going to create is just going to be so awesome. So for that, I'm going to thank you in advance, because I know it's going to happen. But we believe in you, and we wish you all the best. So I want to thank you for the last year, like a year or 2 years in some people's cases, because it was kind of like an old guy hanging around, right? But you never made me feel that way. And for that, whether it was in the back of your mind and you just didn't say, I appreciate you not saying it. But I really could not ask for anything more. You folks are really so awesome. And I look forward to your careers and keeping in touch and letting us know about your achievements and your families. And I just want to thank you. So find someone like Gina in terms of mentorship and a colleague or whatever, and appreciate them. Absolutely, yes, thank you. And I know you will, So if I see somebody, chipping away at a brick at Fanshawe, I'll just turn away and I won't tell security. And I can't thank you all enough for just letting me talk here tonight. And I look forward to more awards, and congratulations. It's just so awesome to see you be rewarded. And awards are great. If you're nominated, make sure you get that in your resume, but also it's in the everyday that awards, if an award potential makes you make that extra little effort into a piece, then it's done its job. The cash is nice. But I'm so thrilled to be here, and just everything about what we hope to create at Fanshawe is just in this room tonight. Thank you. Thank you so much. someone teach me how to use this thing? I got to show my wife.
Thanks, Leslie. Appreciate it. Thanks for everything. Seriously.
And how do you follow that? Let's continue with our award presentations with the News Production Award. This is sponsored by KLZ Innovations. And welcome to the stage, audio storytelling professor, Gina Lawrence.
You got that right. How do you follow that, Jim? Best mentor that I had when I joined Fanshawe College 12 years ago. His kind, warm heart and everything that he does to create a positive experience and opportunities for the students is something that I just strive to even be half of what Jim can do. So this is the KLZ Innovations News Production Award. Well, I try to wipe whatever's out of my eyes. It's awarded to the journalism student demonstrating a high level of performance in the field of news audio production using newsroom and newsroom remote software. And our finalists are Roger Farias, Bianca Harris, and Justin Kohler. And the recipient of the KLZ Innovations News Production Award is Roger Farias.
Can I speak in Spanish? Good evening, everyone here. I want to thank, first of all, God, my mom who is watching me in this moment in La Mesa, Cundinamarca. It's a beautiful and a little town in Colombia. Thanks to my father who passed away 3 years ago, but I think it's not here, of course, but it's in heaven. And all the people who have been involved since Diego, my partner, and I decided to come to this beautiful country 7 months ago. And it has been a very, very, very beautiful experience according to all these challenges. And the most important thing is to demonstrate that efforts pay off. And thank you, everyone, and the sponsors and my classmates, because I think that Daniel Hernandez, that is one of my best friends here in this room too. And finally, the message that I have for you today is that the universe is experiencing a lot of challenges right now, more than ever, and the idea is to communicate through our experiences and to create messages who transforms lives, communities, and the whole world. Thank you so much.
The next award is one that means a lot to me. It's the Radio Writer of the Year Award. The sponsor of this award is also a Fanshawe radio grad. He's the radio station's broadcast properties programming advisor, a professor, and a member of the Ad Standards Council, Michael Steparchek.
I'm sure you guys have heard the term, if you build it, they will come. But have you ever heard the term, if you put an espresso machine in your office, Jim Van Horn will never leave? So we'll see, Jim, we'll see. Virtual next. What's the next upgrade? You're awesome, man. You're awesome. 21 years I've been to these awards. 2 as a student, 19 as staff. First time with the reading glasses, so here we go. Okay, very proud to present this award. It's presented to a second-year radio broadcasting student who demonstrates proficiency in writing skills. I did practice that word, proficiency, in writing skills combined with leadership, a willingness to take on new challenges, and display a good attitude. And the finalists are Eli 1, the thorn between, well, actually the rose. I was looking at this in different orders. Sorry, the rose between 2 thorns, Kira. And Eli squared. And while I would hire all 3 of these people in a heartbeat, having 2 Elis in production and 2 Elis in writing was freaking chaos this year. So, not again, not again. The recipient of the Writer of the Year award is Elijah Stevenson.
I have a terrible speech written on my phone, bear with me. I fell in love with creating ideas out of basic prompts, and I joined this program, like most of you, wanting to do announcing. I don't like being on air, man. It's a lot of energy. But you have to be a little to be in writing, so I got that. I wanted to push the boundaries of what commercial writing kind of is in the natural conventions. And I feel like I did that, and like the entire writing team did that, so a round of applause for the writing team. It's like a lot of people behind the scenes don't get enough credit, so shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome. And we might not be the face of the radio station as writers, but I think we still play an important role. And I want to thank all my friends in this room, my lovely partner in the back, thank you. Isabel, you've been very supportive of me, so thank you very much. And thank you to Michael for showing me how cool commercial writing is. So let's keep celebrating each other and all the hard work we did. So thank you. This is an honor.
Well, the London Consumers Association of Canada has long supported the Fanshawe Broadcast Awards. It sponsors the next 4 awards, actually, in conjunction with Rogers Cable TV. We start now with awards for talk programming, including podcasts. The professors who teach these courses in radio and journalism are presenting. First, Gina Lawrence, to honor the journalism nominees.
Yeah, let's learn podcasting together. It's been fun this year. Yeah, get real. So the London I can't even handle that. Oh, you guys. London Consumers Association of Canada Talk Programming Award is awarded to a graduating journalism student who exemplifies excellence in the discipline of podcasting and talk radio. And our finalists are Bianca Harris, Justin Kohler, and Manjot Singh. recipient of the London Consumers Association of Canada Talk Programming Award in Journalism is Bianca Harris.
Her experience with restorative justice, but it may not be for everyone.
Whew. I'm not gonna lie, it takes guts being up here, Ray. I'm not gonna lie, this podcast was the most emotional thing that I've ever created. And I'm so glad that I did, because I felt like it was something that needed to be told. And I want to thank the sponsors, of course, my boyfriend over there for putting up with a lot of anxiety I had with this. Jim Van Horn for helping me through the way. Lisa, Gina, getting real with you. It was a pleasure being here. Thank you guys.
Now, Brian Nuttall to present the Talk Programming Award to a radio broadcasting student.
It has been a real privilege and pleasure to work with there's never a podium that is high enough.
I'm with you.
Try that. Okay. Real pleasure and privilege to work with our station operations talk team. We brainstormed, we worked hard together. There were a lot of wonderful topics that were created. A few people outside of the college didn't show up for interviews, but other than those those challenges, we together collectively produced not 12, not 16, not 24, but 48 extraordinary podcasts. The London Consumers Association of Canada Talk Programming Award, awarded to a second-year radio broadcasting student who exemplifies excellence in the discipline of talk radio. Our finalists are Finch Neves, Sam Penny, and Evan Potroff. And the recipient of the award for the talk area is Sam Penny.
Ireland and Scotland that settled on the eastern coast of Canada, this music traditionally involves fiddles, but can also be piano.
I have the opposite problem of Brian being way too short. So, Fanshawe was wild, to say the very least. I'd never expected in Fanshawe to be given a mafia name, which is Little Sammy 1 Cent. Thank you, Finch, for that wonderful nickname. I even dressed like a hitman for the occasion. But I want to thank my parents who are here in the audience for supporting me through all these, my fellow classmates and students for just being great support while at the college during those long hours. And thanking you all for being here. And Finch, I promised you I'd do this. Thank you all. Here. There you go.
Next is the Sports Broadcasting Awards. Presenting this honor is the London Knights color analyst at 980 CFPL, a former sports director there and a reporter for that station and others. It's Jim Van Horn.
So the point is, the brick. They can destroy a building, they can put it to the ground. It's rubble. They can't touch your spirit. That was kind of what I was trying to say. I didn't think I did very well. So the London Consumers Association of Canada Sports Broadcasting Award is awarded to the broadcast journalism student who demonstrated a high level of performance in sports reporting and announcing skills. And the finalists are Justin Kohler, Dan McCracken, and Briar Wilson. The recipient of the London Consumers Association of Canada Sports Broadcasting Award is Dan McCracken.
Wow, yeah. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our hosts, appreciate it. Just teachers have just been so great. It's been a great environment coming to school. All of our students, all of our classmates, it's just such a fun environment to come and I never thought I would look forward to coming back to school at this age, but here we are. It's been a great ride. Thank you so much.
Now, the On-Air Personality of the Year Award. It's a special talent to be relevant and entertaining for your audience. Here to present is a longtime London radio personality and radio announcing professor, Brian Nettle.
It also takes a special talent to set 3 or 4 alarms to make sure that you're up for the morning show. And what a great team we had. I wish that the television screens were a little bit bigger so that we could put more names on up there, because we've had a good time. It's been a good run. Presented to a second-year radio broadcasting student demonstrating consistent on-air performance skills by preparing and executing entertaining and relevant on-air content as judged by small, medium, and large market program directors. Your finalists are Eli Bailey, Kira Bruff, and Brendan Pokranick. On-air personality of the year is Eli Bailey.
Leading to Kevin Bacon helping in the search and the eventual return of Kevin Bacon. This was such a wild story to read for the first time, and I'm so glad it has such a happy ending.
Oh boy, now I see what everyone was talking about. Okay. First of all, I would like to thank the judges and sponsors of this award. I am honestly genuinely shocked and stunned of what I did, because both of those nominees are incredibly close friends, and I would happily give this to either of them at any moment. Thank you to all of the faculty and the teachers for radio broadcasting. And I could say that you are truly some of the most inspiring and passionate and kind educators I've ever encountered, mostly because I have been to Fanshawe 3 times already, so it's nice to know. Thank you so much to each and every one of my classmates. I love all of you deeply and dearly, and I'm like, if you don't know me, I'm a little bit on the older side of my class, so to watch each and every one of you grow, it makes me a little bit of a proud Papa Bear, just a little bit. I am so happy to see each and every one of you grow, and I can't wait to see what each of you do next. And my final thank you has to go to the one who supported me through every moment of this, my wife of 5 years, and my friend for the longest time ever, my wife Melissa, who, when I turned to her a couple years ago to say, hey, I think I might want to go back to school again, she didn't even bat an eye and said, you go for it. So I'll leave you with the same words I signed off every single show with, and that is, have a great night, be safe, and I'll see you all later.
Now, the Digital Journalism Award, it was established by the professor who developed the journalism program's multimedia courses more than a decade ago. She and Jim Van Horn recognized the growth in digital storytelling and the importance of multi-platform storytelling in the curriculum. Please welcome back Gina Lawrence.
Get real. You're going to do shots to that later, I can just tell. Anyhow. So this Digital Journalism Award that I sponsor, and thanks to our vision many years ago to really work on the multi-platforms, and SoCast was brought in, and we had these conversations, and breaking news, our program is undergoing a bit of a name change to journalism multimedia or multimedia journalism. And so we are looking ahead to where you're going to be with your storytelling. This award is for a graduating journalism student who has demonstrated the best online storytelling and multimedia skills. And the finalists are Bianca Harris, Maurizio Prado, and Matthew Smith. The recipient of the Digital Journalism Award is Maurizio Prado.
To a serial killer as well as 3 other women. Unidentified to this day.
Thank you. As an international student, I never thought that I would succeed in this field because I had a lot of competition. But being able to succeed in this makes me happy. When I came here to Canada, I had a lot more hair, but I mean, it is what it is. And thank you so much, and thank you for the sponsor. And Gina, get real.
Now, the Dana Lewis Frontline Award for covering breaking news. Dana is an Emmy-nominated longtime foreign correspondent. He's also a longtime generous sponsor of this award, and he continues to give his time to students any chance he gets. I know he gave his time to me on more than one occasion. He sends this message. Now, more than ever, the world needs dedicated, impartial, young journalists who care about battling misinformation and want to seek truth and clarity. Journalism is a defense of democracy and freedoms, and journalists are the front line of that war on self-interested and sometimes extremely powerful figures seeking power through distortion of facts. So the Frontline Award isn't just about war zones or battlefronts, it's more about everyday reporting on important social and political issues and keeping the crooked straight, or at least exposing them. Good luck, Fanshawe grads of 2024. I believe in you, Dana Lewis. And here to present this award is one of Dana's Fanshawe classmates, Jim Van Horn.
I believe if Dana's watching, it's about 2 in the morning where he is, so get to bed. Your kids will be up soon. But what a great story this is to be as passionate about journalism. Dana and Nick, and we'd have many conversations with Dana around the newsroom in D 2004 about journalism issues and talking just idle time, and the hours just flew by. And Dana has remained steadfast in support of Fanshawe since he left in 1980. So I did this last year, and my math's not good enough on the fly, but that's 44 years ago. 44 plus 24 is 68. 2068, which one of you is going to be sponsoring an award in 2068? That's a great question. Yeah, I hope it's, but it just speaks to what I was talking about before, the connective tissue of journalism. Doesn't matter how celebrated someone is, if you love journalism, you got a friend. And that's what Dana's always expressed to Fanshawe and to us. And so thank you, Dana, for always supporting Fanshawe and always being there for us whenever you need it. He's been around the world reporting. Many of you have seen the video that I still play when he was put in our Wall of Fame on this night, 2007, and it still resonates today. He did a video from Moscow for those, he couldn't be here, of course, but he kind of gave us a little lesson. This award is given to the broadcast journalism student in any level who demonstrates the best storytelling skills from a breaking news story. The submission also had to explain the circumstances that put them on the front line. And the finalists are Konstantinos Drosos, Mauricio Prado, and Manjot Singh. The recipient of the Dana Lewis Frontline Award is Mauricio Prado.
Sister Patricia says they were counter-protesting the hate from protesters on the other side of the street.
Thank you. Thank you again for the opportunity and for the sponsors and for whoever took the time to listen to my work. I plan to keep growing in this, and I will see you everybody in the field.
Now to honor a couple of first-year students with awards sponsored by the London Consumers Association of Canada. First is the Most Promising Radio Broadcaster of the Year. Here to present Broadcasting Radio Media Production Coordinator, Abe Kalejian.
How's everyone doing tonight? It's been a good night, yeah? My watch is telling me that the loud environment is starting to dip down, so you've got to step up your game so that you match the first half, just saying. I want to say congratulations to all the award recipients so far, but I also want to say congratulations to all of you in this room tonight, because this is something that many of my students have heard me say. Go back and listen to the work that you did in September, and then listen to the work that you're doing now, and compare that work. And if you don't see a difference, you're probably not in this room. So congratulations to each of you for progressing over a short period of time. We throw a lot at you, and we know that. We know that. But you always live up to that challenge, and you progress, and you excel. That's what makes you a fantastic grad over all of the other colleges. But then again, that's my opinion, and I'm a little biased. So, this award is presented to a first-year radio student voted by faculty and students in that class as most likely to succeed in radio broadcasting. The finalists' academic standing in the program is also considered in deciding this award. And we have 4 finalists this evening. First one is Lucas Dobson, Grayson McLaren Maddox, Andrew Zaley, and Mara Vickers. The recipient of the London Consumers Association of Canada Most Promising Radio Broadcaster of the Year is Mara Vickers.
I wasn't ready to do a speech. I honestly probably worn a different dress if anyone was walking up, because this was a little difficult. There's not a lot of room to walk in this one. But honestly, I think a lot of people probably could have won this award. I think the amount of all-nighters, or close to all-nighters, having booked studio time and seen the 2 a.m. time slots filled during the weekday, I think, yeah, that's the normal. That says something about the program, and I think that says that everyone works hard. Everyone's probably deserved it, and I'm honored that I was voted for it. Thanks.
Next is the Most Promising News Writer Award. Writing, of course, is the foundation for all good storytelling. Presenting is one of the journalism program's news writing professors, Lisa Green.
So guys, what's every story about? Okay, good. Just checking to make sure you hadn't checked out yet. Before I do this, I just want to say that I'm not directly following Jim Van Horn on this stage, but I am following him. And I'm so very blessed that I got 2 years with him. And I wanted to assure Jim, he's just a prince of a man. I mean, you guys know, but I got a little bit more time with him, and he really is a prince of a man, and so very generous. And I wanted Jim to know that Gina and I are going to take care of each other. Okay, this is the London Consumers Association of Canada Most Promising Newswriter of the Year. This award is given to the first-year journalism student who has demonstrated the most promise in news writing, on air or online. The finalists are Eric Fry, Maya Midurani, sorry Maya, and Jack Sutton. The recipient, I like saying that word, of the London Consumers Association of Canada Most Promising Newswriter of the Year Award is Jack Sutton.
Hi, thank you so much. This award, is really meaningful for me. I love writing. And I was really good at it, and then I found out that writing for journalism, as I'm sure many of you have realized, is a whole different beast. So we've all worked really hard, and thank you so much to Gina Lawrence and Lisa Green for your expertise and just really helping us hone that skill, because it's so hard. And thank you so much to the London Consumers Association for that. Thanks so much.
Our next award pays tribute to the late Barry P. Sarazin by honoring the Radio Broadcaster of the Year award. Barry was a driving force behind the radio broadcasting program at Fanshawe. Under his leadership, 106.9 CIXX-FM went on air in 1978 as Canada's first campus instructional station. Barry is a member of Fanshawe's Broadcast Wall of Fame. His influence on radio graduates is still felt across the country. He has mentored hundreds of students throughout his career, one of which is presenting this award. Please welcome back to the stage, Abe Collegian.
Well, here we are, second last award presentation of the evening, and I'm going to ask for your indulgence for a minute as I tell you a little bit about Barry, and this is always very difficult for me, so I'm going to try to get through this without having a little bit of sweat in my eyes, because it's very warm in here tonight, right? For those of you who are not familiar with Barry, he was a professor in the radio program for 28 years, and he served as coordinator for 25 of those years. Barry, as you heard, was instrumental in signing the X on the Air back in 1978. He was an avid skier and a sailor who on occasion would take summer work-study students out on a sailboat on Fanshawe Lake. Sorry, work-study gang, I am not a sailor. I am not taking you sailing. I don't ski either, but anyway, I digress. I did very briefly sail for 4 hours back in the summer of 1993. I first met Barry in September of 1992, where I was sitting as a student during orientation for the radio program. Little did I know that at the time, that man that was standing in front of the class was going to have such a huge impact on my life. Upon graduating in 1994, Barry became a very dear friend and mentor to me. He was always there for me to bounce ideas off of, to tell me exactly how it was, even when I didn't want to hear exactly how it was. Some of you have heard me say that to you, and now you know where I get it from. But it was always done from a place of good. It was always done to help people become better, because Barry was always able to see the potential in people. You always knew where you stood with him. And in 1999, Barry was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and he passed away in November of 2005. Tonight it is my privilege and honor to honor Barry's memory and legacy by presenting this award. And his daughter and I are good friends, and so I do this in Barry's memory. This award is given to a radio student who's in second year, judged by faculty and staff as having made the most significant contribution in the pursuit of academic and practical excellence. And the finalists are Eli Bailey, Gidre Bruzo, and Finch Neves. And the recipient of the Barry P. Sarazen Radio Broadcaster of the Year is Finch Neves.
Wow. I want to start off by saying thank you to my mom. Apparently I forgot to last year, and she told me if I forgot again, I was not welcome at Christmas. So thank you. Second off, I want to take a second to just talk about how bittersweet this moment is. Because over the past 2 years, I have...
So the Broadcast Journalist of the Year presented to a graduating broadcast journalism student judged by students and faculty as having demonstrated the most commitment to excellence throughout the year. The finalists: Justin Kohler, Mauricio Prada, and Manjan Singh. One moment, please. Abe? The winner of the recipient of the Broadcast Journalist of the Year award is Justin Kohler.
You guys are all so sweet. Right off the bat, I want to say thank you, Bob. You're an absolute legend around the newsroom, so it's just a pleasure to even be able to shake your hand in general. I want to thank all my classmates in particular, because it's been such a crazy family to be a part of. I've done a few programs with Fanshawe, and this is the only one where I can truly say that I'm friends with every single one of you, first and second year across the board. You're all amazing, spectacular. The first years in particular, you guys are such an amazing group, and I can't wait to see what amazing things all of you achieve. next, I'd be incredibly remiss if I didn't thank the professors of this spectacular program that has definitely changed my life in more ways than one. The ones who can't be here, Mike, Kate, everyone across the board. Jim, such a pleasure just to get to know you. But I have to give two spectacular thanks, and I cannot say enough good words about Lisa and for Gina. You two are more than just mentors in this program. You're so good at just being friends with everyone. And it's such a promising future for this program just by having you two in it. So. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Now, I don't want to keep you much longer, but I was talking to Abe earlier, and I just wanted to share something that I had to do on Friday that I didn't think I'd ever have to do again, which is Open Eye Media Touch. And as you can tell, I'm a writer and a writer only, but unfortunately we got a complaint about a commercial that was on air at 5 p.m. on a Friday, and I was the only one left. So I opened up Media Touch for the first time in 12 years, and I had to figure it out, and luckily that part of my brain hasn't been influenced by anything else, and I got to do it, and hopefully it is on air correctly, and if it's not, then you didn't hear it. But I just wanted to say that it is such an honor to see everyone's excitement tonight. It has been so much fun watching you guys support each other and cheer on each other and get sick when your name is called. I'm talking to you. But I wanted to just say that it's not hard to keep in touch with each other, especially with social media nowadays. We still, my graduating year, still get together at least once or twice a year. Not a lot, but we really did love each other, and we still do. But you know, that 5-year, that 10-year anniversary of when you guys graduate is really fun. So definitely keep that support up, keep in touch, and definitely keep each other involved in everything that you're doing, because it's very fun. So just wanted to say that.
I think to Courtney's point, I mean, just the energy in this room shows how much of a family you guys really are. And that has been something that across every year, no matter who I talk to, who's gone to Fanshawe for radio or for journalism, has said, is that you really grow a bond with the people that you go to school with here. So definitely keep in touch with each other and check in and see how you're doing, because at the end of the day, I mean, you really grew together here. I know that when I started the journalism broadcast program, I was a completely different person than when I finished. And that wasn't just because of the experiences and the mentorship, but it was also because of those personal connections I made with the people that I learned alongside. As Dana Lewis said in his message, the world needs people who are willing to do what's right. The world needs people who are willing to step up and be that source of information. There's lots of information out there, but it's very hard to know what's reliable and what's not. And I think, at least from the standpoint of a journalist, I think everyone who's involved should take a lot of pride in being that source of information that people can rely on. And it's incredibly important.
So this concludes our annual broadcast award ceremony, but please don't leave yet. Here to formally close the evening is the coordinator of the journalism program, Jira Lorenz.
We all have such a warm feeling. It really is a Fanshawe family. Thank you all for being here tonight. A very special thanks to our MCs this evening, Courtney Hutter and Alessio Donini. We're so proud to have you in our Fanshawe family and here for this evening's awards. Please accept these gifts as a small token of our appreciation. Thank you also to our many award sponsors who support the students and their work. We had a lovely meal. How good was that? Thank you to Culinary Catering here at Brookside. The beautiful flowers on the tables were donated by Jim Anderson Flowers. And you can take a flower home, but leave the vase. Just putting that out there. Thank you so much, Malcolm. We can't thank you enough, and Janice as well, along with the Fanshawe television and film production crew. All the technical and production skills with the setup and the live stream this evening so that our families who could not be here tonight could enjoy the celebration. Thank you to our radio students, Alex and Ray, for your social media takeover. You'll have to check out the Fanshawe College School of Media and Digital Arts accounts, where we're showcasing everything great tonight. Thank you to behind-the-scenes work and organization from Jacques and Heather, the photography stuff that they were doing, along with my husband. Hi, honey. Mike. Thank you to all the radio and journalism staff who each played a role in planning and making tonight a special experience. You saw most of them on stage tonight as presenters, and Abe.
You listen? Like every day, you get in coffee.
That was great. That was so fun.
I feel like I've seen you connected every day. Anyway,
For sure.
We're so happy for you.
And you know what? Whenever I get into a tricky situation, I know who to call. And it's you guys.